Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I pray that you're already having a blessed day on this Tuesday, October 29th, 2024. I tell you, October is almost gone. Have a few more days, few more days in this month. But like, I pray that your day has already been blessed. Well, for one thing, God allowed us to wake up this morning, so it's already a blessing. So we're going to rejoice and be glad in the blessed day that He has made just for us. Um, Excited about trying to finish up on what we started on last week, try to finish that up, and then to get started on another topic. We're still talking about it's your process that you're going through, but you're not alone, going through different phases of certain processes that we go through in life. So I pray that you guys can join me on what we're going to finish up on today. But I want to get you to understand, please, people. I hope you have done this. I hope you have done this. We voted, my husband and I, we voted last Saturday. We figured that was the best day to go because the lines have been crazy, which is a good thing. But please, people, only have 7 days left to go. Please exercise your right to vote in this election. And uh, my husband and I, we always tell people, vote, vote you, vote. Hey, baby, vote you. Don't jump on nobody else's bandwagon. You do your own research on the candidates, whether it's president or the local state candidates that's vying for positions. Please, uh, do your own research. You know, there's a lot of stuff out there. You can't jump on someone else's bandwagon or what someone else is saying about certain candidates. You do your own research and you vote from your heart. Make sure you pray first. You pray first before you go into that voting booth and pray and come out knowing that what you have prayed for, you feel good about, win, lose, or whatever, but you feel good about your vote. But the main thing is go vote. Go vote. Okay, now I always give you an encouraging word for the week. Once again, our topic is it's your process you're going through, but you're not alone. We've been talking about different things, and um, last week we talked about the 9 ways to cope with a cancer diagnosis. We started talking about this, so and I think I stopped at number 6. So I'm gonna finish that up today, and then we're gonna start talking about financial strain, which is the next process. Financial strain. A lot of people have gone through financial strain, still going through financial strain, but we're going to talk about it. One other thing before I give you the encouraging word for the week. Make sure this weekend you set your clocks back. You fall back this Saturday night before you go to bed. Fall back so we change our time. Uh, by man's standard, but God has already changed it. If you notice, it's getting dark earlier now, so change your clock, set it back 1 hour this weekend before going to bed. So I'm done with that. Now, our encouraging word for the week is coming out of very familiar Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. And it says, but seek ye first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things, some versions say, will be added unto you. This particular version, I think it's the Living Translation or the NIV I have is, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. That's the King James Version. Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. Read that, take time with that on your leisure. Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. Once again, but seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Okay, so we're gonna finish up. We're gonna finish up what I had started on last week. I started talking about when you receive a diagnosis of cancer. That's a process within itself. And I started going through the 9 ways to cope with cancer diagnosis. We started talking about becoming, number 1 was becoming informed about your diagnosis. Number 2 was maintaining your health. And number 3, so we get that, maintaining your health. was very, very significant. What we talked about. Number three was allow yourself to be helped, meaning it's okay to have someone come and help you out on things. Your family members, your best friend, that person that you trust. So number three was allow yourself to be helped. Number four was find a support group. You find a support group. Whether it be in-person support group, online support group, telephone support group, find a support group that can help you through this particular diagnosis. That's one of those diagnoses that when we hear, we don't want to hear it, but there's help out there that can help you cope with it. Number five was communicate with and express your feelings. It's okay to come out with how you're feeling at that moment and what you're going through inside, and how it is affecting you mentally. Go ahead and communicate and express your feelings. And now we're back to number six. Number six, we talked about from the beginning, making future plans, making future plans. And so I stopped at the subject of advance directive. Advance directive, those are very important documents. It's a document that allows you to spell out or your wishes and in regards to your condition. It breaks down what you want while you're still in your right mind. Breaks down what you want to have done and include how you want your treatments to go. So you most of the time you get those from your primary care physician when you get a certain age. They put this before you and say this is something you may want to discuss, especially if you're in your 60s. But if you have a diagnosis of cancer, whether you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, even before you get to the age of 60, a lot of times you may want to go ahead and just express your wishes. You can go ahead and have an advance directive fill out even at that point, not because of your age, but because of your condition, because of your diagnosis. And this document is created when you are fully capable of thinking, not after you have gone down and you're not really focusing, or as some people say, not really in your right mind or right way of thinking. You complete this document when you are capable of thinking and making medical decisions for yourself. So this document acts as a clear way to communicate what you want your cancer journey to look like. So make sure you get your doctor. If you have that diagnosis, if I'm talking to you out there and you have that diagnosis, hey Pete, if you have that diagnosis, you make sure you talk with your primary care and see if you can go ahead and fill out an advance directive, okay? While the idea of creating a plan that encapsulates so much of the future can feel intimidating and it make you feel like sort of weird, but it can also bring a sense of peace that what you want will be respected and followed, while also giving you a sense of control in terms of what steps happens next. You make this decision while you're able to. You are in control of your own journey. Okay, so advanced directive. These are key points. I'm talking to those of you that have that diagnosis. This is a key document that will help you uh, discuss caregiving options. You can talk about caregiving options. So when you have that cancer diagnosis, it affects not only you, the person that's diagnosed, but it also affects your loved ones as well, and family members as well. So there's other people that So I don't want you to feel selfish like this is me. I'm going through this by myself. Sometimes we can get aggressive and we can put this wall up on us because we've just got hit with that diagnosis. We don't want to talk about it, but you need to talk about it. You need to talk about it. You need to discuss caregiving options. So some family members or a spouse may opt to serve as your primary caregiver. So if that's what they want to do, let them help you. So it's important to discuss those things. It's important to discuss the reality of what this can look like, so both of you and that potential caregiver, can prepare. Okay, so like I said, don't push people away. That you generally will have people that want to help you. Let them help you. Your primary care or your medical specialist can help talk you through the specifics, if it's possible for you to continue treatment in your home. Because some people things have changed now in the medical field. Everything treatment-wise doesn't necessarily have to be where you always have to go to the hospital setting or go to the doctor's office setting. There are also some things that can be done in your home. Okay, so things have changed now. So yeah, so make sure discuss caregiving options. Please do that. Also, financial planning, and there are many things to think about financially when working through life with the cancer diagnosis. You really need to put your thinking cap on, because financial elements can be a hard thing to plan. But sorting things out with your loved ones can be a way of feeling on top of the situation without causing more stress down the line. So make sure that there's some things you really need to discuss with loved ones. This is what this is. This is what we need to do. Okay, financial plan. Okay, this is what I have. Especially, let's talk about some things here. Especially like insurance. That's a biggie for me. People, make sure you have life insurance. Please, I can't stress that enough. We all need life insurance. I don't care if you're feeling at the top of your health, you're feeling pretty good, that's well and good. But the Bible teaches us it is appointed to every man to die. Okay, so please, insurance, please. And they talk about this, insurance, whether you're an employment insurance, employees insurance, or another alternative. Contact your insurance provider and determine what medical aspect your plans cover, and if you get a clear picture of your financial situation. Certain insurance, if you don't specify, I want this type of insurance because I have cancer, then you may struggle there a little bit. So please talk with your insurance provider to see what is it that you have that's going to help you along the way through your treatment. Okay, okay, do that, please. That's a biggie. Number 7, take time to adjust. Take time to adjust. Take time to adjust. Adjusting to a new reality isn't always easy, but it can be beneficial. It can be beneficial to figure out what your life looks like now with cancer. Okay, and it's okay. We need to talk about it. However, one important thing to keep in mind is that you don't have to adjust or have everything figured out overnight. Take your time. Hey, Kathy. Take your time with it. Take your time. And take your time processing. It's a process you're going through. It's a process you're going through. And take time to process and adjust to the news as much as possible. Once again, nobody wants to hear that cancer word. But if you ever get diagnosed with that, take that time to process and walk yourself through and all the things that you need to do to better you. A lot of people, receiving cancer, but so much have come along. Medical technology has come along, so some people are living longer than used to be back in the day. So take time to adjust. Take time to adjust. Number 8, find personal ways to navigate the experience. Find personal ways to navigate the experience. So no two people will respond the same with a cancer diagnosis. No two people will respond the same. So while there may be many commonalities and shared experience, each person's cancer treatment is coping strategies can vary. No two people are going to accept it in the same way. Okay? Understand that you might have a friend of yours that may have gone through certain cancer, such as breast cancer, especially for us females, because you might have a friend that went through the same thing. Y'all can talk about some things, but you may be going through something different than what your friend's going through. But it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to talk about it. So don't try to make sure. Don't try to see because okay we got the same thing. I'm going through the same thing. You don't do that. You all just express how you each are feeling. Okay, so while the reality of cancer is serious, you can still find ways to cope with the diagnosis and to help you navigate the heaviness that you're going to feel. Okay, let's just be real. That's a heavy diagnosis. And so additionally, you may find comfort or peace through means that feel significant and personal to you. Okay, so find ways to navigate your experience. Okay, so some ways that you can cope with this is like I'm this is the top of my list. Lean into your faith or your spirituality. Spend time with God. Spend time with God. Spend time with God. Uh, stand involved in hobbies or interests that you like, that you enjoy. Don't just stop because I developed cancer. I'm gonna stop everything that I enjoy. Don't do that. Don't do that. Enjoy the things that you love to do. Painting, taking trips, uh, exercising, being active. Start doing the things you enjoy doing. Engaging in creative activities such as journaling or drawing, like I mentioned, painting. Uh, uh, some people put a bucket list together. Go and scratch some things off on your bucket list. That's fine. Do that. Spend quality time with your friends and with your family. Keep doing that. Keep staying active. Don't get yourself into a bubble like, oh, woe, it's me. Don't do that, but enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Once again, doesn't mean because you got cancer you're gonna die the next day. Doesn't mean that. Enjoy your life. Enjoy the life that God has allowed you to have. Now, the ninth one, the last one on this topic we're gonna talk about is remain hopeful. Always remain hopeful. Initially, it may be difficult. It may be difficult to hold on to hope when diagnosed with cancer. But many types of cancer, listen, many types of cancer can be treated and have the possibility of going into remission, especially if caught early. Once again, I talked about early detection. Early detection. I can't express that enough. Early detection is key. Is key. Early detection is key. Your healthcare provider, listen, your healthcare provider will be able to help with predictive outcomes regarding your specific diagnosis and can give a better perspective on what recovery may look like for you. Okay? Listen, listen, you can do this. You can do this. So remain hopeful. I can't express that enough. You just remain hopeful and knowing, first of all, you stay close to God because He gonna get you through this. Okay, you going through a process, and it's yours. It's your process that you're going through, but you're not alone. I promise you, you're not alone. We here at Devoted to Him, Tuesday Talk, Bible Study Moment, Devoted to Him, which is our core outreach ministry that comes with Tuesday Talk comes from that, and Bible Study Moment comes from our core ministry, which is Devoted to Him outreach. We're here for you. We're here for you. You can always contact us through our website, www.devotedservants.org. You can contact us. It gives you a phone number through that website. It gives you ways you can contact us. It gives you ways where you can email us. Please, you can about Facebook, as they said, DM us. Just whatever you need. We're here for you. We're here for you. Now, got a few minutes, another maybe 12 minutes. We're going to talk about financial strain. I don't know. I might not get through this again in one setting. So I might have to do a part 2 on this as well. But we're going to talk about, once again, it's your process you're going through, but you're not alone. And the emphasis on this part is financial strain. Let me tell you something. I know what it's like. The bulk of us know what it's like to be financially strained. Uh, I I talked with God and I promised myself I would never say the word broke again. Never. My God is rich. I would never say I'm broke again. Have there ever been a time in my life where I was living from paycheck to paycheck? Sure. Sure. Hey, Terry. Hey, son. Yeah. Sure. It have always, I have always wondered how I could get out of having to live from paycheck to paycheck. That's not a good feeling. That every time you got paid, every week or every 2 weeks, you already know that your money is already gone before you even get the check. We're gonna talk about that. Okay, so and many of us, listen, many of us, financial concerns are ever present. It is. It's ever present, especially given the uncertainty of today's economy. That's all you hear now, especially during this political world climate that we're in now. The economy, the economy, the economy, okay? And my husband and I, we one of those, okay, you take a good look on Saturday and Sundays, especially during football season, look at the stands in the stadium, they packed to the max. So people do what they want to do when they want to do. They spend what they want to spend, whatever they want to spend. And even to the point that where sometimes people will overspend and will do things that they know they can't afford. We still have people that do that. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Have we ever been there? Sure we have. But you know, sometimes when God give us our sense back to help us understand why we doing what we doing, okay, it's got to make sense. While we're worried, you know, while worrying doesn't solve much, having a plan to manage financial challenges can help. So we want to talk about it. We want to ease some of the stress that some of you may have with your financial strain. Plus, the monetary benefits of dealing with financial problems, paying off your bills and saving more and reducing debt, can help improve your overall outlook. So, I'm gonna give you some suggestions. I'm gonna give you some suggestions that for us to tackle our money stress and taking control of our finances. So let's get ready to talk about it. Okay, number one. Number one is identify top sources of financial stress. Let's identify top sources of financial stress. And if financial anxiety is weighing on you, start by identifying the specifics. Start there. Start by identifying the specific issues and keeping you up at night. That's keeping you wondering what's going on. Uh, what's going to happen after I wake up the next day? This bill still going to be facing in front of me, and and why, what am I going to do about this particular bill? So what are the problem? It could be credit card debt or upcoming bill payments, or pinpointing the source of your stress will help you determine your next move. So I want you to listen. Sometimes this does help a lot, because I did this, and it helped me too. Write down your biggest money challenge. That's significant. Write down your biggest money challenge. Write it down. Okay. Start. Credit card is always a biggie for the bulk of us. Okay. Credit card, and sometimes for those people who decide they want more than one credit card, this is your choice. You choose. Because I'm a firm believer, we get to a point to where we choose to get in debt. We do. We don't make conscious decisions on how not to get in debt. Certain things like, can I afford to get this big house? Can I afford to buy this car? Especially when there's nothing wrong with the current house you're in. There's nothing wrong with the car that you're driving. A lot of us, we want to keep up with the Joneses, as they say. So you got to make sure, because you don't know what it took the Joneses to do in order to get what you see them have. Everything that you see that's greener on the other side, that may have been a struggle for them, or they may be struggling, but they're not going to show you that. So you got to make sure, just write your biggest money challenge down, and keep that list short. Keep that list short to help you feel less overwhelmed. Okay, so you're gonna write your biggest money challenge down. So your biggest money challenge down. Write it down and keep that list short. Keep that list short, and then revisit that list every 3 to 6 months, or as your circumstances change. So if you start writing, and I used to do that. My husband will tell you, I used to write things. Okay, this is my list of bills and things that we have. Okay, so if I write it down, if I see it on paper, then it will help me scratch off. Okay, we just paid on this. Okay, we through with paying. Okay, so I can scratch that off. And it helps. It does help. So identify top sources of your financial stress. That's number one. Number two, create a monthly budget. Create a monthly budget. I tell you, the man that the Lord blessed me with, God knows I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. when I tell you, brother man, keeps that budget intact. If I look like a baby, we don't need that. What you need that for? For what? You know, make, it's to him. It's got to make sense. You know, so and I'm saying that, and he's listening. But I appreciate him because in the back of the day, he wasn't always like that. And when God changed his life, boom. So everything comes up. It's got to make sense to the head of my house, who's my husband. He's my covering. He's the head of my home, you know. And when people say, you're spoiled, yes, I'm spoiled. My husband, he spoils me. He does. He does. I love him for that. He spoils me. But he does say no, too. But I don't always get what I want, okay? So, and I appreciate him for that. I appreciate him for that. So create a budget. Create a budget. And a budget is a powerful tool. It's a powerful tool for taking control and or understanding your finances. So create a budget. It can help you avoid spending more than you have, as well as save for future goals. Okay? Once you have a full picture of where your money is going every month, you can look for opportunity to redirect some of it to the areas causing you financial stress. Create a budget. So if you know, don't step outside your budget. Now I'm talking to the people that's going through financial strain. Create a budget. Don't step outside that budget. You know, and some of the things you may need to look at is start with your, when you start creating your budget, start with your net income, and that's that amount that you take home every month after taxes. Okay, start there. Okay, start there. Write down all your expenses, like I said before, from your rent, your mortgage, to your daily cup of coffee, to that burger you get. Set up, for some people, you have to set up automatic payments for recurring bills and savings. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, sis, it's nothing wrong with setting up automatic payments coming from your bank for these bills that's going to come every month. Okay? That's being disciplined. If you set up, I tell you, because it's almost like out of sight, out of mind. And sometimes people can get fixed to where once it's coming out of your account, after about a couple of months, you really don't miss it because you are learning to expect that to happen. So it helps you stay on course and sort of lessen the strain that you have financially. Okay? And stay up on and get alerts if your balance fall below a certain level. Get alerts from your bank. Set that up. And if your banking account comes a little lower, make sure that you get an alert. So okay, you done got a little lower than what we are normally seeing. That's coming from your bank. Get alerts, because sometimes we can forget. We got X amount of dollars in our account, and we're spending just like we got more than what we have. Get those alerts from your bank. They set those up all the time. Okay. Number 3, hopefully I should be able to finish this. Number 3, make the most of your income. Make the most of your income. I like what my hubby says. It says young people participate in work saving plans like 401ks. That is key. That is key. Once again, don't get that mindset say, I want all my money. I ain't got no way to save. Yeah, you need to save. You need to save. One day you're going to want to retire. So you need to have a plan. You need to save up for a pension. You need to have that. So yeah, please, 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 young people, if anybody listening to me that's young, you're working, especially those who just got out of college and finally into a job where you getting a decent amount of money, sign up for that 401k. Sign up for it. Okay? Once again, number 3, make the most of your income. Make the most of your income. And when money is tight, listen, when money is tight, you may think you don't have enough to deal with your financial problem. But however, it's important to make the most of the income you do have. The income you have. Make the most of what you're getting. Okay? Don't go over that. You don't have over that. So you if your money is tight, okay, but you make the most of what you have. Okay? Uh know that small steps adds up. Okay? You may not be able. You may not be able to cut any one expense by a certain amount, let's say $500 a month, but you may be able to identify five that you can cut by $100 each. So in other words, make the most of what you have. Make it make it work for you. You got to make it work for you. So it means categorizing your spending into needs and wants. Once again, when I said earlier that my hubby is tight, I mean he loosened up a little bit, but he tight. So we look at our needs more so than our want. Do we really need it versus do we just simply want it? So you got to look at that and then look back to ways to trim from your want list. Okay, so you know I like buying nice dresses and shirts and stuff. I like that, but I don't always need that at the moment. So it's like you got to weigh. Do I really have to have it versus I just simply want it? Is it something that I have to buy now? Or I can just simply say I see it, but I can save up for it. Because if I can't afford it at that time, then I can save up for it. You hear the difference? So, it's yes, you are, dear. You are tight. I see that I'm more conservative. You're tight, baby. Love you. Now, consider modifying your budget to prioritize goals that will help ease your overall financial stress, such as paying off high interest credit cards. For those of you that have all the credit cards, start working on paying off those high interest credit cards. Start with that. Start with that. Prioritizing that. Okay? Number four. Number four, so we're going to get ready to get up out of here. Number four, build an emergency fund. That's my baby right there. For those of you that follow us on Devoted to Him, y'all know that every Saturday, I post something on Facebook on our Devoted to Him Facebook page. Every Saturday, I always put "Good morning, my money saving peeps." I say today is a good day. Please place your $25 into your savings. Then I end it with enjoy your day. When I tell you, my husband and I have been blessed when people have come up to us to tell us, you don't know what this saving challenge has done for me. I've had a friend of mine that had purchased a van, blew me out the water. I had a young lady that told me that she lost her job, but she started saving up ever since she started looking at that challenge that we do every Saturday. We personally have had things done. We've had installation done. We've had several things done. I see my sister-in-law. She's on here. We have went on vacation. She can identify that we have went on vacation with emergency funds that we've saved up, and we keep saving. We don't stop. We keep going. We keep going. We keep building that. So yeah, have money set aside for an emergency because you don't never know when an emergency come up. I know I mentioned the other things such as us going on trips and my friend buying a vehicle. I don't know what happened. Could have been something happened to her vehicle, but she was able to purchase a van. You don't never know. I talked about the person that she lost her job, but she's saving up. That's a blessing. You never know what may happen. And I challenge you all, if you don't follow us on Devoted to Him, please do. Every Saturday, you're going to see that post. And I challenge you, those $25 a week, or however it's easy for you. Some people have asked, do you have to, what if you only get paid twice a week? Then do $50, twice a month, excuse me. Do $50 twice a month. However it works for you. But make it work. Because I tell you, it does our heart good when we hear people come to us, and people we don't realize that follow us on Devoted to Him, when they tell us how that has helped them, and we're humbled by it. with Humble Buy. But yeah, set up an emergency fund because you don't never know a car. Uh, we've had to purchase a dryer. you know, things have things happen. So start setting up an emergency fund. You can save money if you can go out to eat. If you can buy stuff that you know you don't need but you just wanted it, you can save money. It's no such thing that I can't say. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay. Number five, and I'm knowing I'm going a little bit over, but I want to finish this. Number five is be strategic about reducing debt. Be strategic about reducing debt. Like credit card is a common source of financial stress. We talked about that. Not only is it expensive, it can also get in the way of your saving goals. That credit card. Okay. So the anxiety antidote for that is a plan to pay off the debt. Okay? And if you have balances of multiple cards, consider using the snowball method, such as paying off your debts one by one, focusing on the smallest first, or the high rate method, uh, and then concentrate on the cards with the higher interest rate first. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Make the minimum payment on each of your cards, and pick a payment strategy and stick with it. If you're gonna pay X amount of money this month, then stick with it. Stick with that. Avoid taking on new credit card debts. Avoid taking on new credit card debts. Don't add, okay? Because you're trying to get out of the financial strain that you're in. Last one. Last one. Consider outside help, and this is why if you are really struggling, seriously struggling, if you're not satisfied with how you progressing with the goals that I just told you in reducing your debt, you may want to seek help from a trusted resource. So it's okay to find help from a financial consultant, financial advisor. It's okay. That's okay. Um, but even if, because I really think you can handle this without you going that step. For those who have to take that final step as far as considering outside help, financial advisor, sort of monitor your progress. Sort of see what's going on. Try to adjust your income. And spending and your goals. Try to do those things, and just. But if you have to, seek the help that you need. Seek the help that you need. I hope this has helped. I hope this has helped some of us. Once again, everything we talk about is a process. It's a process that we go through. But you're not alone. You're not alone. And when I say you're not alone, God is always with us. Everything, I think one of my adopted sons has here posted, always pray. Always pray before you get started with anything. Praying is key to everything. So the process that you go through, uh, like I said, you're not alone. You're not alone, but God is with you. Next week, we're gonna try to finish this up. Is your process, and I think we're gonna talk about loss of independence, and this is probably may hit some of our older um, people. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna look at loss of independence when you can't do the things that you used to do because you simply can't. It's out of your hands. Um, so we're gonna talk about that a little bit next week. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. Uh, Thank you so much for listening. I'm laughing at my husband's comments. Say no to belts, Lowe's, Home Depot, credit offers. Yeah. But thank God so much. Please, please don't forget on this Thursday at 4 o'clock, our Bible study moment with my husband, Dr. Larry Black. Please join us for that. Like I said, not that I brag on my husband, but I am bragging. He's a wonderful teacher of the word. He knows how to break that word down, and just we would love to have you join us. Please, if you don't mind, share this particular episode on your personal Facebook page so others can view. Let them know that they can also not only Facebook Live, but we also have YouTube. We also have Spotify for podcasters. Either one of those ways you can view our Tuesday talks as well as our Bible study moments. But God bless you all. Thank you so much for always tuning in. We love you guys. We thank you for praying much for us. Continue to pray for us. Continue to ask God to for us to continue this walk as we do what He has called us to do, and that's simply to reach out to those outside of the walls of the church, outside of even your personal homes. We just want to be ambassadors for God that God has called us to be. Continue with supporting us. We appreciate you guys so much. But let us pray. Gracious Father, we thank you. We thank you for this time. We thank you for this opportunity. We thank you for allowing us once again to just share some things, share some knowledge to these who take time to listen to us and don't find it robbery that they want to join in, and just feel free to even comment on things. God, we thank you so much. We thank you now that you have utilized Devoted to Him outreach to do what you have ordained for us to do. We just simply want to show the light of who you are in our lives. So God, always utilize Larry and myself, that we will be those the two that you have called to do a job for kingdom building. It's simply for that, for to give you glory, to give you honor, and to give you praise. Now, God, we ask you to bless these who are listening, bless these who may view later. Uh, God, we ask you to bless their homes, bless those families who's going through bereavement. Bless our world now, that God bless our nation as we prepare to vote for our next president of our United States. God, please allow us to vote uh, with knowing that who we voted for, we feel good about it, that we conscious in knowing how to vote, when to vote, and who to vote for. God, we ask that you continue just to bless even the candidates, former President Trump, Vice President Harris. Bless them and strengthen their walk, dear God. We ask you to cover them right now. We ask you not only them, but those who vying for positions, state and local, dear God. We ask you to cover all candidates that's seeking office, wherever position they want. We love you. We thank you so much, God, for being the center of our joy, the joy of our strength. It is in Jesus' name we do pray. Amen. You guys have a good one.